In the last topic, in the last lesson, we had talked about blood supply of the nephron, and we had looked about all these, not all these points, that the short nephron loop receives their blood supply from the peritubular capillaries, that arises from the efferent arterioles. The other 15 to 20% of the nephron are from juxtamedullary nephron, and their renal capsules lie deep in the cortex, close to the medulla. Members, allow me, not in bad faith, to move to the next slide in the interest of time. So we're going to look at the cortical nephron and vascular supply. So the figure below shows a cortical nephron and the vascular supply. Vascular supply means the blood vessels supplying the nephron. Now look at this. The all of this is the structure of the glomerulus. We are trying to find that there are blood vessels and the vascular system, which comprise of blood vessels supplying the nephron. And you can study the diagram below, and you must know the types of the vascular supply and the structure. Okay, let's move to the next slide. We'll look at now the juxtamedullary nephron and vascular supply. The diagram below shows the juxtamedullary nephron and the vascular supplying the juxtamedullary nephron. Now look at the functions of the nephron. First of all, you have the glomerular filtration. In the first step of urine production, water and most solutes in the blood that are like glucose that are useful are reabsorbed back in the blood via the thin permeable walls of the blood vessels. So in the first step of urine production, water and most solutes in blood plasma move across the wall of the capillaries in the glomeruli, where they are filtered and move into the glomerular capsule and then into the renal tubule. Well, I'm going to look at now tubular reabsorption as a function of the nephron. Tubular reabsorption. As filtrate fluid flow through the renal tubules and collecting duct, tubules collect reabsorb 99% of the filtered water and many useful solutes. The water and solute return to the blood as it flows through the peritubular capillaries and vasa recta. Note that the term reabsorption refers to return of filtered water solutes into the bloodstream. Solutes like glucose, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, which are used in the body, calcium, magnesium, those are the solutes. So the tubular secretion as a function of the nephron. As fluids flow through the renal tubules and collecting duct, the renal tubules and ducts cells secrete other materials such as wastes, drugs, and excessive iron into the fluid. Notice that tubular secretion removes a substance from the blood, solute, and the fluid that drain into the minor and major calyces and renal pelvis, constitutes urine, and are excreted. So the diagram below shows the renal tubule, the nephron, and each stage is what process occurs. Look at stage 1. We are seeing the afferent arteriole bringing in blood via the wide efferent vessel. Now this is the glomerulus here. There will be ultrafiltration here due to wide afferent arteriole being bigger than the efferent arteriole. Hence there will be a high pressure generated here. That pressure is hydrostatic pressure, which is out into small molecules like glucose, water, being separated or filtered out into the glomerular space or capsular space, which can further be absorbed into the bloodstream. Glomerular filtration is a step. In glomerulus, blood plasma and dissolved substances smaller than proteins get filtered into the glomerular capsule. So the the small substances are glucose, water, mineral salts, whereas the large particles are red blood cells, which cannot be filtered through the small tiny pores. Look at 2. Tubular reabsorption. Tubular absorption. Along the renal tube, the collecting duct, water, ions, and other substances get reabsorbed from the renal tube lumen into the peritubular capillaries and ultimately into the blood. Now, looking at the tubular secretion, all along the renal tube and collecting duct, substances such as waste, drug, and excess iron get secreted from the peritubular capillaries into the renal tube. These substances ultimately make their way into the urine. So, urine, now here seeing the diagram, glomerular filtrate in the renal tube, urine contains secreted substances. Now, blood contains reabsorption substances, proceeds to, now this blood contains glucose, salts, amino acids, and proceeds to the body to be used since they are useful, so they have to be excreted. Thank you very much for watching. It has been Dr. Derek at your service. Subscribe if you are new, turn on notification bells not to miss out any interesting lessons. Thank you, have been a good class. We love you so much. Thank you very much.